You're watching America Trends. I'm Mary Burke Godwin, and we have a very special guest in studio with us in our steakhouse set here, Ilima-Lei Macfarlane. She is a Hawaii native and an MMA, mixed martial arts artist, professional, and you're a fighter. You just had some sparring today, and so you're kind of swelling up right here in the corner. I don't know if you can see it. That's amazing. So welcome to America Trends. Welcome to Loft 100 Studios. Thank you so much for being here. A couple of reasons we wanted to have you here today. One is I know on everyone's hearts and minds are the people of Hawaii, people of Maui specifically. And a lot of things I'm reading. Well, you were born in Oahu, is that correct?
Yes.
How long did you live there?
I was born and raised on Oahu all the way up until I graduated high school. Then I moved up here to San Diego to go to
What high school
SDSU.
did you go to?
I went to Punahou.
You did? Okay.
Yes.
So we'll talk later, but when did you graduate?
2009.
Do you know James Keikos?
Yes,
High school with him.
Keikos!
He's my buddy!
Oh my gosh, that's
He's one of my best
hilarious.
friends. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
he's a dean now.
I know. He's
Yes.
all big time, which is funny for me because we were on the playground. You know, I knew him since I was 6. Like, it's pretty funny, but yeah, we love James Keikos. So talk to me about what I'm reading a lot about is people, you know, flying to Hawaii or trying to find ways to help. And a lot of natives I'm seeing are saying, you know what, don't come here, actually. Don't come here to vacation. Don't come here to help because maybe they're making it worse. But from your experience and what you know of people there, what do you think is the best way? I know people feel they want to help in some way. So what's the best way people could help?
Totally. So this next phase, the rebuilding phase and everything, honestly, monetary donations is what is going to help the families the most in this next phase. They are good on supplies. The beautiful thing is that so many people donated supplies that it's almost like Maui is being almost like overwhelmed with supplies at the moment.
Okay.
So they are good on that.
Okay. And by supplies, do you mean
Clothes,
okay.
hygiene stuff, toiletries, items like of that nature. They're pretty good at the moment. Of course, this is not going to be, you know, a 30-day crisis. It's going to be years.
Right.
So down the road, they might perhaps need more supplies.
Okay.
But right now, they're good. So I am encouraging everybody who still would like to help to please donate monetarily, either directly to the families. We actually have a lot of resources. People have been putting together lists of verified families who were impacted by the fires.
Okay, where can we find those? And I want to make sure we put that on the screen because that is something for me that I think, I don't know that my money's actually going to go to somebody and it's not just some you know, sicko that's pilfering the money on the side. I want to know actually that I'm helping people.
Absolutely. So my contact on Maui, who is actually one of the leaders in the Lahaina community, she put together this really amazing Instagram account.
Okay.
It's called Lahaina_Ohana_Venmo. And that is a verified account that was put together by the members of the community with the families' QR codes and how to, like, their story.
Awesome. So let's definitely put that URL up on the screen. Or it's Instagram Lahaina_Oahu?
Ohana.
Yeah.
_Venmo. And then there's also Google Docs out there that have, you know, like the GoFundMe, like there are resources out there. There are also grassroots nonprofits that we encourage people to donate to. You know, nothing against Red Cross or, you know, those other bigger organizations, but a lot of times it tends like only 10% of the money actually get into the people. You know, there's a lot of overhead for big organizations. So we are encouraging people, if they want to donate to a nonprofit instead, go through the grassroots ones.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I'm in recovery, and I have, you know, heard from people in AA that they lost all of their places where they would have meetings, and so I have a specific Venmo account that I know where it's going to something that I feel passionate about, that I want to help people to still have their recovery on the island. So that's something where I know it's going to go directly, more grassroots, more direct, I should say.
Yes.
Now, what do you think about, also I'm reading, you know, articles about big developers and big brands that are trying to come in and swoop in and take the land. So what's happening with that?
Yep. So right now it's the disaster after the disaster, you know, and that includes big foreign investors coming in, big corporations, realtors that are coming in, and it's a land grab.
Right.
You know, and of course, it may seem easier that these big investors are dangling millions of dollars in front of these families' faces who literally have lost everything. And they're dangling this money in front of them like, oh yeah, we'll buy your little plot of land for $20 million. Like, you know, so we don't blame families who are traumatized from this experience, you know, and this tragedy. We do not blame them if they decide, you know, this is the easier way to go to rebuild, but we are pleading with the community to please stand strong and to stay there. We're gonna do everything in our power. Every single penny that I raise through my foundation is gonna be going directly to the families, the generational families of Lahaina, to make sure that they can stay in Lahaina.
Wow.
Yeah, whether that's paying for their property taxes, their insurance deductibles, their mortgages. We want to, Lahaina is not Lahaina without the people.
Right, right. Now let's talk about your foundation. Tell me again, Nawahini Toa Foundation.
Yes.
So talk to me about that.
So I started it a few years ago in response to the missing and murdered Indigenous women epidemic. So statistically, Native women actually face the highest rates of violence. So, you know, as a professional fighter, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna teach these women how to fight back. And it just, you know, blossomed into this beautiful program with Native women at the forefront, you know, leading communities. And when this tragedy in Maui happened, I called my girl Tiare, and I just asked her, like, is it okay if I put on a fundraiser through my nonprofit for you and the community? And she's like, absolutely, you know, we can use any help that we can get. And we did not expect it to get as big as it did. We really, I thought I was gonna have like, you know, maybe a couple grand to send to her.
What are you up to?
We are at 2.6 million.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that.
It totally, and the beautiful thing about this fundraiser is that it wasn't big donors, big corporations. It was the people. It was the people sending what they could.
It makes me want to cry talking about it. It gives me faith in humanity, but also I know that people are really grieving in so many ways, and you see everyone's posting about their family trips to Maui if they're not there from there, or their friends that have family there. So it's just a beautiful way. Thank you for what you're doing, and good luck to you and all your success, and thank you. We'll put up on the screen all the ways that people can donate and how we can get a hold of your foundation at Eliminator, is that yours?
That's my fight name. Yep.
Eliminator.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh my God, we need to have her on all our shows here. I think I could take her, guys? No, not one bit, not for 1 second. Not at all. I'd rather just chat with you. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. You're watching America Trends, and we're here every night of the week here on BizTV.com. And we'll see you again tomorrow night. Thank you so much. Donate to Maui. Aloha. Thank you so much for being here.